want to once again invite you to Reality Check with Rajiv, which is sponsored by uh, United Gujarati Christians of America. And today I have my friend Cecil Christian, and I'm going to have some conversation with him. Cecil is from Anand. I am from Nadiad, which is around 15 minutes drive from Nadiad to Anand. And I think I've known Cecil for more than 25 years. I do remember we did vacation team project in Gandhinagar, arranged by Gujarati uh, Evangelical Union, Gujarati Evangelical Union Fellowship. And so we did that vacation team project. We also actually had a revival meeting in Petlat where I preached, and I think sometime you translated Cecil, and then Sanjay also helped, and Vipul and all that. So it was a long time ago. What a wonderful fellowship we had, a great time. So Cecil, thank you for giving your time. I know you are busy. You are actually supposed to be on your lunch break. So thank you for giving your lunch break to us and to me and having this conversation. So Cecil, please tell me about your faith journey, how God has been faithful to you and how you have come to know Christ as your personal Savior and Lord.
First of all, thank you so much for having me, Raju. And it's Rajiv, but I know Rajiv as Raju since so many years. I think we first met in Anand about 1986 or seven. So that's a long time ago. He was a staff worker at UEGF in Gujarat, and he used to come to Anand to conduct some EU meetings. And so I'd known him since that time. Um, well, we didn't know that time that we will meet here in USA, in California. We were neighbors, just like he said, in India, and we are neighbors here also. So that's pretty good, and that's wonderful. I mean, if you think about that. But talking about faith journey, it is really amazing how God has uh, selected me, uh, dirty person, um, sinful person, and nobody wants to talk about kind of person that I am. 1984 was the year when Brother Douglas and there were like a missionary team comes out from America to India. In those days, it was possible, and then they will do some revival meetings. I remember IP Mission compound in Anand. They used to do like open air meetings, and at that time there were OM was very much involved. Operation Mobilization was very much involved in this kind of meetings, open air revival meetings or evangelical meetings, whatever you say. But those meeting, and then in one of those meetings, Brother Douglas, who was in America, he came with his team. I don't know his background or anything. What I know is he came and he preached the sermon. I was in fifth grade, so I don't know nothing about religion or Christianity or anything. But I was raised in a Christian family. You know, my both my grandparents, my mom's dad and my dad's dad, both are pastors. So I was born in a very Christian family. But at that time, I did not know what happened. But one day after that day, God changed me completely. I was small, didn't know much about the world and worldly stuff. But after that time, like God talked with me and says, your life has changed. And so after that, my lifestyle, my everything has changed. My thinking actually, my changed. Was everything about God after that. Everything about how to serve Him, how to glorify Him. And based on that, I started living my life. At that time, there was not so many resources that we have here right now, slowly uh, we had like Evangelical Union and then Scripture Union came along, and then Evangelical Union came along, and MYF, Methodist Youth Fellowship at that time. Um, of course, the Sunday school was there, and so God has taught me so many things from there. But the important part was I was reading the Bible every day, and I started with the nobody told me that, but God told me to read the New Testament, and out of the New Testament, the four gospel. So I keep on reading those gospels, and then after reading the gospel, I started reading the New Testament and then the Old Testament. But God taught me so many different things, so many things. I remember uh, one day I was telling my dad, researching a lot, reading a lot, and so um, I like to ask question and answer myself. Book of Acts, we didn't know who wrote the book of Acts, because at that time, we didn't have so much reading materials, online materials that we have right now. You ask Google right now who wrote book of Acts, and it will tell you who is the author of book of Acts. But at that time, we didn't have a Google.
Yeah.
We were our own Google. Good, actually, it was a good thing because it was the Holy Spirit who was teaching us. So I was sitting in my house, I still remember exactly where I was in my house, and I told my dad, I said, Dad, you know who wrote Book of Acts? And at that time, he didn't know either. So he said, I don't know who wrote Book of Acts.
Mm.
And I said, oh, Theophil wrote the Book of Acts.
Yeah.
Because if you see it in Gujarati, એમાં એવું લખ્યું છે કે ઓ થિયોફિલ મેં તને આ વાતો પહેલા જણાવી છે. એટલે કાઇન્ડ ઓફ આઈ લાઈક મને એવું થયું કે આ ઓ થિયોફિલ નામનો કોઈ વ્યક્તિ છે એને લખ્યું છે. Basically, this is a funny story. But then after that, God revealed to me it was a what you call Luke wrote Book of Acts. But that's a different story. My point is that God has taught me how to read Bible, and as I said, UEGF has uh, played a vital role in my spiritual life. From a UEGF, I advanced to different stages, different camps, different conferences, and so God was teaching me from there how to be spiritually active and spiritually strong in God's name. But the, what God was preparing me was for some kind of leadership. And then, so when I was in college, our EUEGF in Anand was like flourishing. We started so many Bible study group in just about all of areas, and so God has used not only me but all the people there in Anand. God has raised the second generation, because that's what the important part is. Once you are a leader, make sure you are creating, or you are making another people leadership, or you teach them about leadership, just like Second Timothy chapter 2 1 says. So there are good leaders came out from Anand, on EU and AGF. So God has shown me all those things, and He helped me all those through that journey. But God has a different plan, and He brought me in the United States in 2002.
Yeah.
Um,
Cecil, before you go there, you use the word UEGF a lot. So tell me what it is. I know what it is, but just when some other people, when they hear, bija loko sambre, then for them, for their understanding, can you tell me what is UEGF, please, and how that group helped you?
sure. So uh, EU and EGF, EU means Evangelical Union, and EGF means Evangelical Graduate Fellowship. Basically, when you are not a graduate, you are part of an Evangelical Union, which is a student movement, part of a UESI, United Union of Evangelical Students in India. Um, and so that is a national branch, and out of that national branch, there are different cities there where this student ministry, generally so-called student ministry, that is started in actually it started in Vidyanagar, or Anand, from one of the founder. But so that is EU, Evangelical Union, and Evangelical Union has a profound impact on my spiritual journey. Um, Starting from when I was in 10th grade, I believe, there was a lady came from Baroda, to conduct a Bible study with a women fellowship. My sister was invited, and so she invited me also. And I
Right.
didn't know at that time that this is a two different thing, because in MYF, Methodist Youth Fellowship, everybody is together.
Right.
EU and EGF, we try to in EU we try to keep it separate, brothers and sisters,
Right.
fellowship separately. But at that time, that was this. I'm talking about so many years ago.
Right.
But so I was invited there, and then started. There is another movement started. A PA Christie came in, I don't know which year it was, but he came and he started that movement again, and then was part of that ministry.
Thank you. So, Cecil, તમે પેલું તમારે અમેરિકા આવ્યા પછીની વાત કરતા હતા. So, let me remind me, or let me like just connect with my story and a little bit your story. So, we used to work together in Nadiad and Anandiyu, and we did some gospel camps together and all that. And I remember in 2000 and in 2000, on the 3rd February, when I was getting married, I remember you came to attend my wedding to Nadia. And so that was the last time we kind of saw each other in India. And after some time, I came back to South Korea, and then you came to America. And then we didn't have much connection with one another. And then when I came to America in 2004, somehow I got the information, and by this time you already settled in San Leonardo, right? I think in Oakland area.
Right.
And you were so I remember a few things. So one of the things I remember, Cecil, that you were reading the Bible in Gujarati for a ministry, that you recorded the whole Bible, almost the whole Bible in Gujarati. And I think not many people know about it. Can you please remind me of that, please? Go ahead.
Sure, sure. So, uh, as you said, I was in your wedding reception. I know that. I remember that day. I remember that time. But after that, 2002, actually, I got married before that, 1999. But my visa and everything was getting there, and so in 2002, July, sorry, yeah, July 30, 29th, I came here in United States. Um, my wife, her name is Ishita, and her family and two sisters and her parents. They're all living here in San Leandro, California. We are in a San Francisco suburb, and so we been they've been living here since, like, I don't know, 97 or something, more than that actually. But so I got settled here. My first job was also in a medical field. I started with the medical field, and right now I'm working in a hospital here. But as you mentioned that when I was in a lab working there, um, one lady came and she said, which language you speak? And I said, Gujarati. Her insurance was, I saw her insurance card, her insurance card says family radio. And so I said, what is that? And, she said, what language you speak? I said, Gujarati. And she said, do you want to record Gujarati Bible, uh, or Bible in Gujarati language? I said, yeah, of course. I mean, that will be wonderful. And so she took me to that place in Oakland, and she introduced me to I forgot his name, but him, and he was like very happy. So, oh, why don't you record your voice in Gujarati? I said, okay. So I did the whole Gujarati Bible recording. Um, that project was for that particular um, ministry, is Family Radio. Now I think it's closed. But then I see sometimes, I think there is a worldproject.org website. And if you click on a Gujarati Bible, you will hear my recording on that website. So I don't know how that from Family Radio it came to World Project, but that's how I came to know about that fellow that ministry. And I worked for there for few years, and then God told me something else, so I moved on with a different ministry. But you're right that you were in LA studying for in your Fuller, doing your masters, and then you came to Bay Area, and then we met over there.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yes.
So again, after I came in Bay Area, then I moved to Redding, California, which is like almost 3.5 hours drive from here, more north towards Seattle side. And then when I came back again as a pastor at Cupertino Church here, Good Samaritan United Methodist Church, and then I think I get this invitation to join Bay Area Gujarati Fellowship. And actually, at that time, I did not know who is even running. But then when I came, and of course, you were the leader. And I think by the time I came, we already had around 20, 25 families, I think, or at least 25 people. And then we started to get involved. So I was very encouraged, Cecil. So, Sarah, tell me about how that Bay Area Gujarati Fellowship started and how is it going right now?
Okay. And since we are talking about Gujarati Fellowship, let me speak in Gujarati, and then we can use both language. But હું જ્યારે અહીંયા અમેરિકામાં આવ્યો ત્યારથી મારા મમ્મીની એ ઈચ્છા હતી કે મારો છોકરો કે જે ઇન્ડિયામાં સારું કામ કરતો હતો એ પણ અમેરિકામાં જઈને પણ સારું કામ કરે ને, નોટ ઓનલી માય મધર બટ માય પેરેન્ટ્સ ઓલ્સો. અને પછી મને જાણવા મળ્યું કે એ જ ઈચ્છા મારા ઇનલોઝ પણ રાખતા હતા, સ્પેશિયલી માય ફાધર ઇન લો. કારણ કે તેઓ પણ એમણે પણ મિસિયોલોજીમાં માસ્ટર્સ કર્યું હતું ફુલર થિયોલોજીકલ સેમિનરીમાંથી. એટલે એમની પણ ઈચ્છા હતી કે જો અહીંયા કશું એવું કંઈ શરૂ થઈ શકે તો સારું. એટલે 2009ની સાલમાં અહીંયા કોઈ બીજું ગુજરાતી ફેમિલીઝ એટલા બધા હતા નહીં, અથવા હતા તો they were like unknown, they were like scattered different places. 2009ની સાલમાં અમે વિચાર્યું કે આપણે why don't we start our own fellowship. So અમે મારું ફેમિલી અને મારા બે સિસ્ટર ઇન લો છે એ અને એમનું ફેમિલી અને મારા ઇન લોસ, અને એ વખતે આણંદથી જ મારો એક મિત્ર સેમ ચર્ચના સભ્ય દક્ષેશ કરીને એ 2007માં આવ્યો હતો. એટલે એ અમારી સાથે એ વખતે રહેતો હતો. એટલે 2009ની સાલથી અમે શરૂઆત કરી ગુજરાતી બે એરિયા ગુજરાતી ક્રિશ્ચન ફેલોશિપની. વખતે એવું કોઈ નામકરણ કે એવું કશું થયું નહોતું. જસ્ટ સ્ટાર્ટેડ કે અમને વિચાર્યું કે દર મહિનાના ત્રીજા શનિવારે આપણે આ રીતે બાઇબલ સ્ટડીમાં મળીશું. અને એ વખતે જે મળતા હતા એ જસ્ટ રેગ્યુલર આપણે ઇન્ડક્ટિવ બાઇબલ સ્ટડી જ કરતા હતા. કોઈ વધારે પડતું કશું નહીં, ગીત ગાવાના અને બાઇબલ સ્ટડી કરવાનું, બેઝિકલી એ. ધીરે ધીરે કરતા કરતા વધારે લોકો જોડાયા. અમને ખબર પડી કે બીજા લોકો પણ અહીં રહે છે. એટલે ઘણા લોકો આવ્યા સીધા અહીંયા અમેરિકામાં સેનહોઝેમાં આવ્યા. ઘણા લોકો ઈસ્ટકોસ્ટમાં હતા. આઈ થિંક 2 કે 3 ફેમિલી ઈસ્ટકોસ્ટમાં હતા. તેઓ 2015 કે 2015 ને 17ની વચ્ચે આવ્યા. એટલે આજે આપણે જોઈએ રાજુ તો 2020ની સાલમાં અત્યારે આપણી પાસે 17 થી 18 ફેમિલીઝ છે. and they are all, most of them are active. On top of that there are other families કે જે લોકો એક્ટિવ નથી, એ લોકો આવે છે કોઈક વાર આપણી મુલાકાત લે છે. પણ એટલે જે બાઇબલ સ્ટડીની શરૂઆત ઘરમાં કરી હતી, એ બાઇબલ સ્ટડી ધીરે કરતા એટલી બધી વધી ગઈ કે લોકોની સંખ્યા એટલી બધી વધી કે પછી એવું જરૂરિયાત ઊભી થઈ કે આપણે એના માટે સ્પેશિયલ જગ્યા નક્કી કરીએ અને ત્યાં મળવાનું શરૂ કરીએ. અને એટલે પછી બધાના ઓપિનિયન, બધાની સાથેની વાતચીત દ્વારા ફ્રીમોન્ટમાં ઇર્વિંગટન પ્રેસ્બિટેરિયન ચર્ચ છે, એનો સરસ હોલ છે. દક્ષેશભાઈ દક્ષેશ અને એનું ફેમિલી અત્યારે ત્યાં સેટલ થયા છે. એટલે એમની સાથેની વાતચીતમાં અને બીજા લોકોની વાતચીતમાં પછી એ જગ્યાને અમે રેન્ટ કરી અને અત્યારે અમે હજુ પણ દર મહિનાના ત્રીજા શનિવારે મળીએ છીએ. પણ હવે બાઇબલ સ્ટડી કરતા વધારે ફેલોશિપ જેવું વધી ગયું છે, કારણ કે ફૂલ ફ્લેજ આપણે ગુજરાતી જે ભજન સભા કહેવાય એ જ અમે કરીએ છીએ. અને રાજુ, તું પણ એનો પાર્ટ છું. મેં તને ઘણી બધી વાર એ જગ્યા પર પ્રભુનું વચન લાવવા માટે કહ્યું છે ને, ત્યાં હંમેશા સ્વીકાર્યું છે. ઇવન એ પછી પણ તું આવતો હોય છે ગિટાર લઈને અને આપણે ગીતોને સંગત કરતા હોઈએ છીએ. પણ એટલે એ શરૂઆત જે 2009માં ફક્ત ઘરેથી થઈ, 3 ફેમિલીથી, એ હવે અત્યારે 17 થી 18 ફેમિલી, એક્ટિવ ફેમિલીઝ માં કન્વર્ટ થઈ છે.
અને સેસિલ, આ પ્રકારનું છે ને, મેં ઘણી બધી જગ્યામાં જોયું છે કે જે લોકો એક સમયમાં ઈયુ ને ઈજીએફ ના ભાગ હતા, બાઇબલ સ્ટડીમાં ને એમાં જતા હતા, ને ફક્ત ઈજીએફ નહીં, એમ વાયબ કે બીજી ફેલોશિપમાં પણ જે લોકોને એ પ્રકારનું આત્મિક પોષણ મળ્યું હતું ગુજરાતમાં, અને પછી અહીંયા આગળ આવ્યા અને પછી પેલી જવાબદારી હોય, નાનું કુટુંબ હોય, નાણાકીય થોડી તકલીફ હોય, એના કારણે બધા લોકો બિઝી થઈ ગયા. પણ જેવી એમને થોડીક તક મળી અને ઘણી બધી જગ્યાએ આખા અમેરિકામાં ને કેનેડામાં અને કદાચ યુકે અને બીજી જગ્યાઓમાં પણ આવી પ્રકારની ફેલોશિપ ચાલુ થઈ છે. એટલે કેવું કે બહુ જ અંતરની ઈચ્છા કે અહીં આવ્યા છે, સારું છે, પ્રભુએ આપણને કૃપાદાન આપ્યા છે, બધું સારું છે, પણ અલ્ટિમેટલી તો આપણે ઈશ્વરની સેવા કરવી છે અને અલ્ટિમેટલી તો ઈશ્વરના લોકોને પ્રભુ પાસે લાવવાની જરૂર છે, કે લોકોને સંગત આપવાની. એટલે મેં ઘણા બધા સંદર્ભ મેં જોયું છે.
અને તારી વાત એ બિલકુલ સાચી છે. અને એ વસ્તુ પણ બતાવે છે આપણને, નહીં કે હાઉ ક્રિશ્ચિયન ડેપ્થ તમારી કેટલી છે, સ્પિરિચ્યુઅલ ડેપ્થ કેટલી છે. કે જો તે કહ્યું એ પ્રમાણે જે લોકોનું નર્ચર આ રીતે થયું છે, ચોક્કસ એમને ગમે તે જગ્યા, વર્લ્ડના કોઈ પણ જગ્યા પર જાય તો એમને એ બાબતનું એ પ્રોત્સાહન આપે છે, તકો પૂરી પાડે છે એવી, કે જેથી કરીને આ પ્રકારની ફેલોશિપ એ લોકો કરી શકે, બીજાઓને ઇન્વાઇટ કરી શકે એમાં. અને મને ખબર છે, મેં થોડા વખત પહેલા સાંભળ્યું હતું, ભાઈ એલેક્સ કરીને, જે અમદાવાદમાં રહેતા હતા, અત્યારે મેલબોર્નમાં કે ઓસ્ટ્રેલિયામાં કોઈ જગ્યા પર રહે છે. એમણે પોતે પણ આ રીતે ફેલોશિપ શરૂઆત કરી હતી ઇન્ડિયામાં. આપણે ભાઈ વિપુલ સંબંધી જાણીએ છીએ, અને એવી ઘણા બધા લોકોની આપણને ખબર છે કે જેમણે આ પ્રકારે ફેલોશિપની શરૂઆત કરી. નહીં કે પોતાનું કશું મળે કે પોતાની કશી જાહો જલાલી કે વાહવા થાય એટલા માટે નહીં, પણ જસ્ટ બીકોઝ ફોર ધ ગ્લોરી ઓફ ગોડ, કે આપણે ફેલોશિપ કરીએ, એકબીજાને ઓળખીએ તો ખરા, પણ સાથે સાથે સોશિયલ વસ્તુ સાથે વધારે આપણે પ્રભુના નામને મહિમા આપીએ. અને પ્રભુએ, God has given me that passion, and in 2000, ever since, and God has given me the opportunity to bring the good news, or to bring the what you call encouragement to different people through fellowship. At the same time, let me share with you something also. um, Before even I came to United States, this was in my mind ever since, that we should be praying for America also. We should be praying for the revival for our country. I mean, America, because as you know it, and we all know that missionaries and everybody came from America and Europe to preach the gospel and to tell everybody in India that Jesus Christ is the only Savior. And look at their condition right now. America is still considered a Christian country, because of there are so many people who are still call themselves evangelical Christian. But day by day, the condition is worsening. So God has gave me this vision and passion to pray for this country, pray for revival in this country. And so I'm also working on that, to bring awareness, or to tell other people, not only in Gujarati fellowship, but also uh, non-Gujarati people, to pray for this country, pray for revival, according to Second Chronicles 7:14. You know, if my people um, pray, that's a bottom line.
Yeah. Cecil, so abhi jo thodo samay વધારશે, so I want to talk a little bit about the coronavirus and how are you supporting or how are you helping in recovery, because there is a great emphasis on essential workers, those who are in the hospital setting, those who are in the front line in a restaurant industry, and those who are in the grocery industry, and they are helping us to get our food. And you are one of the essential workers. So tell me, or so tell me, how are you doing as an essential worker? Are you afraid of catching coronavirus? And where do you see your Christian responsibility during this time?
As you say, I'm an essential worker. I work in a hospital since 2005. I've been working this hospital called Eden Medical Center in Castro Valley. Again, this is a San Francisco suburb. Uh, and ever since this coronavirus came, everybody's afraid about that. There are two reasons. Number one, we don't know nothing about coronavirus. I mean, there is a coronavirus, uh, was there already before. Um, the common cold that we are getting is coronavirus. MERS, Middle Eastern Respiratory Syndrome, that came out 2008, that's also coronavirus. SARS came out in 2000, I think, 16 or 17. That is also coronavirus. Coronavirus is a huge. I mean, there are so many different strains. There are six strains, but this particular strain was never known, and that's the reason why earlier earlier it was called novel coronavirus. That means it is a new virus. So this is the seventh strain that people didn't know about, and so that's the reason why they call it, after that, it name called COVID, which is coronavirus syndrome. um, so basic the when it came out, everybody was afraid, because we didn't know how it spreads, and we didn't have that much information from uh, where it was started. And so everybody was doing their part, CDC and FDA and White House briefing and everything. So all the organizations, medical, everybody was like kind of trying to get whatever they can. First, they says put this mask on, N95, and then they says no, you don't need a N95, you need a surgical. I mean, surgical mask is okay. I remember when we started the coronavirus, I think in March, it started more here in Bay Area. Bay Area was one of the first uh, people that got infected or spread the coronavirus. Santa Clara County, where you are
Yeah.
right now, was that pandemic started in America. Um, so that thing, when it came out, everybody was like, what do you call, trying to find the answer. But then I remember when we were walking without any kind of a mask. They says no, you don't need a mask. This virus is pretty big. And it if you have a social distancing 6 feet, you are okay. And so, but at that time we didn't testing the blood or sample in our or swab in our lab. But then the demand started increasing. People, they want the results faster. The lab that they started coronavirus testing was taking like about 5 to 7 days, and then after that it's 10 days, because they were overloaded with all the testing. So we started doing testing ourselves here in the lab. But somehow God has protected us, and God has given me that what you call protective mindset, that if you do this particular things, you'll be okay. You wash your hand, you take care of when you go home, you take a shower don't touch anything or don't touch anybody. And if you go to what you call if you take a mask on 6 feet, what you call social distancing, that we are everybody's talking about, if you do those kind of thing, you should be okay. So far, God has been faithful, and He has been protecting us, my family, and around other people also. Even whole throughout the hospital, we don't have any employee who got infected with coronavirus.
Cecil, thank you for being essential worker, helping all of us to handle our circumstances and helping us in this difficult time. I see you started to sweat. I think the temperature is going high in your car. Um, and also, thank you for having this conversation with me. I really appreciate it. Again, you are all watching Reality Check with Rajiv, sponsored by United Gujarati Christians of America. And once again, thank you, Cecil. Have a wonderful rest of the day. God bless you. You want to share something before you go? Go ahead.
Correct, correct. Yeah, I want to share something about what you call this another ministry that I got involved. I will say 2 3 months ago. Brother VK and I say Vipul. Vipul called me and he said, "Do you want to be part of this? What do you call it? Is ministry, and we want to gather all the Christian organization here in America and in Canada." And I said, "I'm sure. I mean, I will be happy to. We will be. Uh, we are a very small amount of people here, but um, that is a good idea." And so he sent me a link and all those things, that all the paperwork that he's doing. I mean, he's doing amazing job. One day I called him, and he was like, after I think a 3 hours meeting with all the what do you call advisors meeting, Saturday. After that, I called him, and he was still talking on a phone with somebody else, and he was walking. I said, "What are you doing?" I said, "It looks like you're walking or doing something." I said, "Yeah, I'm walking because I ate too much, and I had like so many meetings. I don't have a time to sit down." And so he's doing amazing job. But anyway, but he gave me this what do you call introduction to this thing, and then I found out that there are other people, Samson and Neville, and all the other people. I don't know everybody's name, but they're doing amazing job, and I'm getting this report from him and from the website, that they're doing such a wonderful job there in India, distributing foods and the different things. It is when you think about it, it is hard work. You are sitting down here and you have money, but how do you bring those money to people in India? And you think that they are like everybody is good and everybody is working properly and stuff like that. But if you think about that, you have to do your homework, that this ministry is working properly. I mean, they are not just showing pictures and to raise money for themselves. So behind all the distribution that is happening in India, there is a lot of work that uh, this team is doing. Checking and cross checking whether they are authenticate or really working for kingdom glory, God's glory or not. And so heads up to, I mean, shout out to the whole team, Neville and Samson and what do you call VK and everybody, Dinkar uncle who's helping them. And so thank you again for having me here, and thank you Rajiv for this beautiful, wonderful time. And God bless you all.
Thank you so much. And also big thanks to the technical team of United Gujarati Christians of America. And Cecil, thank you for being here. I know you have to go back to work. So again, all the best and have a wonderful rest of the day. God bless you. Thank you.